Tell us of one of your earliest memories of the Charlotte chapter.
I do remember very vividly my friends Elizabeth Randolph, Mariah Wynn, getting ready to go to the Lynx meeting in the neighborhood of McCrory Heights. And I began to ask, well, what is this all about? And they, of course, began to more or less let me know that this was a club that had its ancestry in Philadelphia when there were two women who conceived the idea of, through friendship, rendering service to mankind. And it was from their beginning, so I was told, that here established chapters began all over the United States. But I remember their saying that we are not a group of women who are puffed up, that we are women who are going to come together to try to see if we can cure some of the ills of society in Charlotte. This seemingly was their mission, and then I began to think that they also maybe had the poet Angelo's words, that if you learn, then you should teach. And if you earn, then you should share. So these group of women then, of all careers, who were members of the Charlotte Lynx chapter, and there were about 14 of them, began to enter in what I call the kinds of projects that rendered so much improvement to this community. In 1945, Margaret Hawkins and Sarah Scott conceived the idea of a new type of civic club for African American women. It was their intent that the club would have a threefold aim: civic, educational, and cultural. On the evening of November the 9th in 1946, Margaret Hawkins and Sarah Scott invited 7 of their friends to join them in the organization of this club. The organizing meeting of the Lynx would create an organization that responded to the needs and the aspirations of Black women in ways that existing clubs did not. So from Philadelphia grew regions of clubs such as the southern area shown on the map of states in the region. The membership of the Lynx now consists of nearly 14,000 professional women of color in 281 chapters located in 41 states, the District of Columbia, and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The Charlotte chapter was sponsored by the Rocky Mount Tarboro chapter. The visionary founders for the Charlotte chapter were Link's Isabelle Felder and Edna Morris. The chapter was founded on December 3rd, 1955, with just 14 members. And now the Charlotte chapter has grown to a diverse membership of 68 members. Our Charlotte Links are an organization of like-minded women, successful educators, lawyers, physicians, bankers, C-suite executives, but also mothers, daughters, and more importantly, friends. As our motto states, we are linked in friendship. The Charlotte chapter also emphasizes the link in friendships chain by activities including sharing a meal before our meetings, greeting each other with hugs and smiles, friendship activities, social meetup affinity groups, through our mentoring program, and the list goes on. More importantly, as Charlotte Links, we help each other in our own times of need through amenities or acclamations during life changes, births, deaths, graduations, and other occasions, which has created a sense of family over the years.
Links is one of the nation's oldest and largest volunteer service organizations of extraordinary women who are committed to enriching, sustaining, and ensuring the culture and economic survival of African Americans and other persons of African ancestry. Services to youth, the arts, national trends and services, international trends and services, and health and human services are our focus areas. While our service activities are too numerous to name, a few Charlotte chapter highlights during the last 60 years include but are not limited to: a scholarship program began in 1958. Students from Charlotte who attended Johnson C. Smith University, Syracuse University, Duke University, North Carolina A&T State University, to name just a few, have all benefited from this scholarship. Developed and implemented the award-winning Children Achieving Success signature program in the Double Oaks community. Co-hosted with the Piedmont and Crown Jewels chapters, the 2006 In Concert with Education featuring Nancy Wilson, which benefited HBCUs. This event was sponsored by the Southern area and raised over $500,000. The Charlotte chapter's impact is far-reaching. Most recently, the Wilmington, North Carolina chapter and Charlotte chapter linked arms for education and hope. The CECM experience in Jacmel, Haiti, a school serving grades 1 through 13. The chapters donated hygiene items and funded clean water for the school. Our fundraising efforts have been highly successful, but more importantly, we accomplished the goal, a service to help someone in need. Not only has the Charlotte chapter donated gifts totaling over $50,000, the Charlotte chapter has helped to fundraise through key partnerships that resulted in almost $1 million raised, put back into the Charlotte community for HBCUs and computer literacy. On the national level, the Charlotte Links have won numerous awards, and in 2010 to 2012 was recognized for the Southern Area Best Practice Programs. The Charlotte chapter of the Links Incorporated is a phenomenal chapter. We must reflect on our accomplishments and move forward to the coming year with even greater energy, teamwork, and positive attitudes. The chapter has grown by leaps and bounds in terms of achievements and goals. Through 60 years, our mission is still the same: friendship, and service. What we are becoming is even greater than what we have ever been. We continue to prevail in our commitments to service with a smile and friendship. Even as we do more, we must always realize that there is more to do. As we experience growth, we are met with wonderful and greater challenges.